Hi, I'm Mark. This is Mark's Tech Vlogs on YouTube, and today I'm going to be talking about the Pure Jongo wireless and Bluetooth audio streaming system for your house. So in this video I'm going to be mostly talking about the Pure Jongo A2 device, which is a wireless adapter you can plug into your stereo. I'm going to spend a lot of this video talking about this A2 device because that's what I've got most of and what I've used to set up my home audio system. I did this simply because I've already got some speakers I'm happy with. I did, however, also pick up a T3 speaker from Pure Jongo, which I'm really happy with as well. However, before you switch off, a lot of the things I'm going to say apply to the whole Pure Jongo system as an overall and how well it functions. And so actually, if you want to know about speaker quality, this isn't a video for you, but if you want to know how the system works, then stay tuned in. And if you particularly want to know how the system works without knowing anything about the A2 at all, then skip forward to later on in the video. And I'll put a link to where you need to go in the video in the comments. The other thing worth noting before I crack on with the review is that actually the Pure Jongo system is no longer listed in the current product section of the Pure website. It is in fact in the archive. This is a shame because it seems to suggest they're going to stop manufacturing these devices. However, the advantage is that a lot of them have now got cheaper on Amazon. So let's kick off the review of this Pure Jongo A2. So first, design, cost and specification. The main appeal for me with the Pure Jongo system, after reading up lots about all sorts of other systems, is that I could achieve what I wanted to achieve on a budget. The Pure Jongo A2 is meant to retail for around 70 quid. However, at the moment you can pick them up on Amazon for around 20. This makes them a really good price device. And actually, even when they were 70 quid, they were still about 50 quid cheaper than the Bose equivalent. The Jongo A2 comes in a variety of colours. I've mostly picked out the black ones for my house, not necessarily because of look, but because the black ones tend to be cheaper. You can, however, customise these by picking up different coloured bands, and so if you can have it on display in your house, then you might want to customise it a little bit more depending on your room's decor. For most people, however, the plain black is nice and simple and just blends in. The A2 is triangular in shape and nowhere near as small as the neat Airstream, which I've also reviewed on this channel. However, in terms of design, the rounded edges make for a really nice looking piece of kit. It also means that it will quite comfortably sit on a countertop, or the size of it means if, like me, you don't want it to be seen, you can just hide it away. Because generally, once it's set up, you don't really need to get to the device. The front of the device has the power button and an LED light. This tells you where the system's at, and some of these light codes can be really helpful if things go wrong and you need to diagnose it. On the back of the device, you've got outputs for analog and digital audio. You've got the power socket for the plug that comes with the device, and also you've got a USB port. This USB port can be used for firmware updates, but more often than not you're going to update the firmware using the app on your phone and do it all wirelessly. As I said, you get a power adapter in the box. You also get a phono-to-phono cable to connect up that first speaker. The device supports Wi-Fi and Bluetooth streaming. This is great if you've got friends who just want to come around and send their audio via Bluetooth, and also if you've got things like older iPod Nanos that only have Bluetooth functionality built in. Of course, this also means that the device has built-in Wi-Fi so it can connect to your home network. Pure have also bundled something in with all their devices called Bluetooth Cask ID. Bluetooth Cask ID allows you to achieve multi-room audio, i.e. the song playing in more than one room at once, via Bluetooth. This is done by choosing which speakers in the app connect to Bluetooth Cask ID, and it's really easy because you then just simply pair your device with one speaker and it comes out of a load of them. So now we've talked about spec and design, let's talk about setting up the device. Now I've been through the setup process of these devices a few times because I've got a few of these set up around the house, and each time it's been really easy to do. Once you've got the A2 out of the box or your other Pure Jongo device, then you simply plug it in and turn it on. The next step is to download the Pure Connect app from the App Store. Once you've got the app loaded, you go into Settings and choose Add a new Jongo to the network. These pages then talk you through the rest of the process. Once set up, it appears in your list of compatible devices on the Pure Jongo app, and you can do things like update the name of it, so I've named all mine to rooms in the house. You can do things like update the firmware, and you can see what the Wi-Fi signal strength is like. From that point on, you're all ready to start playing audio, and this brings us on to the next section, and probably the most important section of the review. So what's it like using the Pure Jongo system? First up, let's talk Bluetooth. One of the things I really like about the Pure Jongo system is that it supports both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi streaming, whereas often you have to choose between one or the other. Streaming via Bluetooth is really easy. You simply go into the Bluetooth settings on your device and find the right Jongo to connect to. Helpfully, the names you set for their wireless display are also the names they have for the Bluetooth settings, and so my living room is called my living room. From that point on, you simply go to your usual audio app, whether that's Apple Music or Spotify or whatever, and start playing music. It then comes out through all the speakers that you've set up to play it through. This means you can stream audio via Bluetooth with most devices that support it. So you can send it from your Apple iPhone, your Android phone, your laptop, and all sorts of different devices. Basically, if it supports sending music via Bluetooth, you can send it to the Pure Jongo system. Cask ID, which I've already talked about, will allow you to mirror a Bluetooth signal to different devices across your house. This is fairly easy to set up as well, but it has to be done via the Pure Connect app. This basically means you could connect your iPod to the Bluetooth system in your kitchen and still send it to your living room and your dining room and your bedroom, or whichever combination of those you want it to go to. This is a really useful feature to have because it means you can send audio to multiple rooms in your house from apps that wouldn't support the wireless audio system. For example, Spotify. The disadvantage is that you need to remember to switch off Cask ID, otherwise suddenly everything is just mirrored everywhere all the time. Secondly, let's talk about wireless streaming. The main advantage of wireless audio over Bluetooth is that you're connected to your Wi-Fi network and sending your music via that. This means if you leave the room and you disconnect from a Bluetooth speaker, it doesn't matter because you're still on your wireless network. To achieve wireless audio, you need the Pure Connect app. This app can be picked up for Android or Apple and it's free from the app stores. The problem with this app at the moment is that for Apple phones in particular, it's really quite buggy. Essentially, this is because the app's been around for a while and Pure haven't updated it. In fact, when you open it for the first time at the moment, it tells you that with future versions of iOS, it won't be supported. I have, however, been in touch with Pure about this on Twitter, and they assure me that in the summer there's going to be a relaunched version of the app. For the time being though, the existing app does work 90% of the time. When there's problems, you just have to close the app and open it again, or just try again. In terms of app functionality, I've talked about the setup process and managing your devices, but it does of course let you stream music. When it comes to streaming music wirelessly, there's a whole variety of options in the Pure Connect app. You can stream the music that's already on your phone if you give it permission to access that. You can also stream music from an NAS server or a Plex server, or a few other options if you've got music on your home network. There's also a function for radio play. Here you can access some on-demand programs, but also listen to live radio across multiple rooms. Once you've picked the music you want to stream, you simply click the button in the bottom right of the screen to choose which speakers you want to send it to and which volume you want it to be in different places. The Android version of this app works in a very similar way. So what's the verdict about the Pure Jongo A2 and the Pure Jongo system? So firstly, let's talk about the A2. If you've got speakers across your house that you're really happy with, but you want to kind of bring them up to date, then the A2 is a really good option. Especially at the moment as it's only 20 quid. If you've got a little bit more money and you want to buy some new speakers, then likewise the Pure Jongo system is still a really good way to go. This means as an overall, in my opinion, the Pure Jongo system is probably the best way to set up wireless home audio with Bluetooth on a budget. On top of the price, it's also really easy to set up and also really functional once you've got it up and running. The system at the moment is let down by a slightly buggy Apple app. However, Pure say this is going to be fixed, and when it does, it will make it an even better system. And even taking that buggy app into account, it's still an incredible system to set up. I hope you guys have found this video helpful. Please check out my other videos, like and subscribe. If you've got any questions, stick them in the comments and I will try and answer them, and I'll see you guys again soon.